Tell me, didn't it rain, oh rain, oh rain, children?
Today is day 6, 40 days of faith, and we're going to talk about Johnny Cash. Have you ever been at a point in your life when you just didn't want to live anymore? I have. In my teenage years, I was really depressed, and I didn't want to go on anymore. I felt hopeless and lonely. Well, Johnny has a great story to tell us. Deuteronomy 31:8 says this, "And the Lord, He is the one who goes before you. He will be with you. He will not leave you nor forsake you. Do not fear or be dismayed." In this story, Johnny Cash had been strung out on amphetamines, barbiturates for days. He hadn't eaten, he hadn't slept, and he was the lowest of low, he says. He wanted to go to a cave and die. So he drove his Jeep to Nickajack Cave that is just north of Chattanooga, Tennessee. You can't get to Nickajack Cave today because the Tennessee Valley Authority built a dam and it is flooded. But in 1967, Johnny entered the cave in the dark with one flashlight. He walked for a long time until the flashlight died, and he laid down there himself to die. That was the lowest he said he had ever been. Although he thought he had left God behind, God hadn't left him. He said inside him he felt a deep serenity, joy, and peace, and he felt something telling him to move. In the darkness, Johnny crawled like a crab and felt around so that he wouldn't fall in a pit, and he thought, I really need to find my way out of here. He said he felt completely sober at that time. How could I escape the death I had willed? He thought. He kept crawling, and finally he felt some wind blowing against his back, and he knew that wherever that wind was coming from was the front of the cave. He followed the wind, and finally there he saw the bright light. And there waiting for him was June Carter and his mother. June had made him a basket of food and drink. His worried mother said she had come to check on him, and they took him home to start one of his many detoxes. It was a long time before Johnny finally broke free of his drug addiction. After the ostrich attack, he ended up in the Betty Ford Clinic, and he said goodbye to drugs forever. I'm so thankful that the Lord intervened that day in 1967 and that Johnny Cash was here to finish his life. He says this, I was not in charge of my destiny. I was not in charge of my own death. I was going to die at God's time, not mine. I hadn't prayed over my decision to seek death in the cave, but that hadn't stopped God from intervening. Amen.